this looks like it's stuff I can get rid of pretty quickly. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. Today I am going to share with you the total count for the items that I decluttered for week 3 of the Mega May 50 a Day Declutter Challenge hosted by my friend Jen from Happily Organized Chaos. Now, our friend Amanda Jane from Mind Your Matters is doing this challenge along with us, so be sure you check out her channel and Jen's channel so you can see what they have decluttered for this week's challenge as well. And some of the items that you'll see in today's video are from my Tiny Tidy that I did on Tuesday, and that is a collab that I participate in every Tuesday. It's hosted by Sunday Dawn from the Helpful Home. You'll also see items from my garage declutter on Friday. There will also be some items that I had taken out of my basement, but I hadn't made a decision yet, so they were in the quarantine bin, and I finally decided to let them go. And a few other things that I decluttered from around the house throughout the week. And at the end, I'm going to show you my most recent driveway giveaway. Now let's go see what I was able to declutter for each of my categories for this week. I have 7 categories, at least 50 items in each category. And you're going to see a couple of them pretty big, but that's because I have a lot of stuff still in my house, so I can go big sometimes. I won't be able to do that forever, because someday, fingers crossed, I'll have enough stuff out of my house that I'm not going to be able to do 50 items per day for a whole month. I went through the jewelry box and the canister, and I already have over 50 items that I can get rid of. These 3 will be given away, and all the rest will be trashed. This is another 12 items that will be leaving our home. This box looks like it's got a lot of stuff in it. So as you can see, there's all kinds of stuff down in this bag, and this is just a bag sitting on top of a whole bunch of other stuff. I pulled 47 more items out of that bag to let go of, and I'm only keeping these little tools and that little bag of shells. I pulled out a couple more bags, and I stopped counting when I got to 50 because some of this stuff is just so small, I didn't want to spend the time to count it individually, so I'm just calling it 50 and moving on. And another bag to go through. There were 26 items in that bag. All of them are leaving except for these 3 pictures. And yep, that's my hubby and me back in 1981 when we were 23 and 26. I think this is a bag of stuff that is from before I got married. Everything in that bag is leaving my house, and altogether it totaled 40 items. There were several patterns and pattern pieces and inserts in that bag, and rather than spending time trying to figure out what went with what, I just went with what was obvious and counted it as 15 items. One more bag to go. Pretty much everything in it was basically trash. There were a few things that I might be able to give away, and I found 3 legs eggs that I'm going to keep. I'm going to put them in my Easter bin so that I can use them as Easter eggs next year, along with this purple one. You may have seen in my basement declutter video, I came across these boxes of embroidery floss, and I was kind of on the fence about letting them go. Realistically, I'm probably not ever going to use any of this, but on the other hand, if I did decide that I wanted to do something with embroidery floss, I could not afford to replace all of this, and I might not be able to replace all of this. It's a lot harder to just get it easily these days. But really, I mean, when it comes down to it, this is just another one of those fantasy selves. It is something that I used to do. I used to do a lot of, but I just don't do it anymore. I haven't done any cross stitching in years, and I'm probably not going to use this for any other reason. So it's time for me to just go ahead and let it go. I counted it up, and there are over 350 items between the 3 boxes and this bag full of floss. A lot of it is floss, and I have some special types of floss in here as well, and a few more of these little holder things. But it's time to let it all go so that someone else can put it to use. This stuff was also part of the basement declutter, things that I was not ready to let go of yet, but I'm ready to let go of them now. As you can see, some of it is sewing stuff, some of it is crafting stuff. These things down here were from a wedding dress and a garter that I had made years ago, and the beads and things are from a little project for making miniature bead purses, because I used to do a lot of miniatures, and this is the pattern for that. So all of this is going to go, and the total for this is 25 items. And this is what is leaving my closet. The dress, the decorator thingies, the curtain rods, the house slippers that are worn, a couple of shirts, 10 pairs of white footies, and 3 pairs of black footies. I don't need this thing either, so I can let that go as well. I found 6 pairs of footies and some unmentionables that I'm ready to let go of. Altogether, it was 21 items. A few more things I've gathered from around the house that I am going to let go of. This totals 7 items. There's a wash rag that's a lot smaller than our other wash rags, and we don't grab that one out very often, so it can go. Another one of those little chip clip things I've been getting rid of. A little charm thing from a vacation that I'm going to let go of. And this, I don't even remember what this was from. And these little tray things. I have a container that I only put as many as that container will hold, and so I have too many extras. These are actually ice cream lids that my husband gets a particular kind of ice cream, and we use the lids for other things, but I have too many, so I'm letting these go. In week 2 of the Mega May 50 a day challenge, I decluttered 2 vacuum cleaners. One of them uses vacuum cleaner bags, and I remembered I had these in the basement, so these vacuum cleaner bags are going to go along with the vacuum cleaner. I found more vacuum cleaner bags that can go with that Bissell vacuum cleaner, plus the owner's manual for the Bissell and for the Dirt Devil vacuum cleaners. So all 3 of these things can go. Since I'm doing the Mega May 50 a day declutter challenge with Jen from Heavenly Organized Chaos and Amanda Jane from Mind Your Matters, I have been keeping this little purple basket thing in the kitchen on this shelf. And when I find something that I don't need, I just drop it in here. And right now I have this hanger. I have these little hair ties. There's 3 of them. And I have this hanger that got broken. So I have 5 more items to add to my 350 plus for this week. This is a cabinet that is out in our garage, and hubby tends to put a lot of things in here just randomly. So I'm going to clean this cabinet out. Out of that cabinet, I got 11 plastic bags, this box, which I'm counting as 1, plus 8 more pieces of trash here, 2 more here. I think that brings me to 22, so I'm just going to round this up and just call this 25 items altogether. I found a few more things that I can get rid of, and hubby's okay with letting all this stuff go too. So I have 7 items of things that can be given away and 15 items of trash. So there's 22 more things that can be gone from my garage. And here are some more things that hubby said it's okay to let go of. And these came to 5 items. I'm going to keep 1 copy of each of these little recipe books from back in my Tupperware days, but the rest of these can go, including these little coupon organizers. I don't think that's something that we would use, so I don't need to keep one of those. And all together, I have 93 items that will be leaving our home. Both of these cans are full of pens and pencils. We have plenty. I don't need to keep all of these. So I counted up the ones in this can. It came to 24, and I can tell there's at least that many in here. So I'm just going to say it's over 50 and call it. I'm going through this box, gathering all the things that are inside, seeing if there's anything that I need to keep. So far, there's not a whole lot. Thinking about keeping a kitty cat thing, but I don't know. We'll see. The rest of it, I'm pretty sure I can let all of it go. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a basket inside of each basket, and it's stacked 9 high. This is just a bunch of random bits of wood stuff. So I'm going to let all of that go. I think I'm just going to count that as one because I really don't want to take the time to count all of that. 6 bits of trash. So that's 8 right there so far. And here's some more little bits. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. We'll just count that as 8 because I don't know if that fell off or not. So that's 8. And we have some bigger pieces. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. And this makes 8 more. And then this is another basket with a couple of these in it, plus 3 more smaller ones, so that's 6 more items. So 9 of those, 9 of that size, and there was 46 of this size. Yep, I counted it all up, and there are 46 little wood crafty pieces in this box. All of it can go, because I'm not going to do anything with it. I did not include the 4 little kitty cat things that look like this. I'm going to hang on to those for just a little bit longer. If I decide to let them go, I'll declutter them later. It's going to be hot today, but it's not supposed to rain, so I'm going to stick these things out in the driveway and have myself a little driveway giveaway today. I got everything put out. It's supposed to be a pretty day, so hopefully some of this stuff will be taken. Whatever doesn't get taken, I may give it one more shout out here depending on how much I have left over, but otherwise it'll get taken to the thrift store or somewhere because I don't have room to store it anymore. As you see, I have toys and more toys and fabric. I have sewing and craft items, more fabric, hangers, just this and that, some decor things, some clothes. These are actually a couple of suits, women's suits, and a jacket, and just more knick-knacky things, and a couple of vacuum cleaners, and the laundry hamper thingy. So I'm going to give it a shot. Hopefully some of it will get taken today. I didn't put the wooden ironing board out in the driveway giveaway today because I remembered there was a little wooden iron that goes with it. And hopefully I will find that as I'm decluttering. If I don't, I can always give this away later. But if I do, it would be really nice for them to go together. I put a few more things out here. It's been about an hour or so, and already a lot of stuff has gotten gone. So I'm going to take a few minutes to condense the stuff. I still have a little over an hour left for this stuff to be out here. And this is all that is left. So you can have an idea. This is pretty typical of my driveway giveaways. Most everything gets taken. I forgot to take a picture before I brought it in, but I don't think anything else had gotten taken, so I put all the little things back in this bin for extra freebies when people come to take something that they're picking up from the Buy Nothing group. I'm going to put these in the recycle bin. This is all that was left of the fabric, And I threw the boots away because they were ruined, and the bottle, I threw it away too because it was pretty ruined as well.
All these memories sit for years, forgotten in a bin. I pull them out and dust them off and reminisce again. But they don't hold the power that they once held over me. The time we spent together feels like faded history. The last time I remembered, not so very long ago, I placed them back inside the bin I couldn't dream of letting go. But now I hold them in my hands and I'm facing them head on. Once they meant enough to keep, but that season is now gone.
Hope you were inspired to declutter something around your house, and if you were, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Meanwhile, happy decluttering!